In a country hidden from the world, where every move is watched and every word is weighed, the people of North Korea live under a regime that controls more than just the law. It controls their very lives. It's a place where hope is dangerous and fear is a tool of survival. The government has built walls around its people, not just physical ones, but walls of silence, isolation, and oppression. Behind these walls, stories of courage and humanity still exist, even when it seems like the world has forgotten. North Korea is often referred to as the most secretive nation in the world, and for good reason. The ruling Kim family dynasty, now in its third generation with Kim Jong-un, holds absolute power. This control isn't limited to just politics. Every aspect of daily life is dictated by the state. Citizens are taught from birth to idolize their leader, believing he is almost divine. The government controls the media, deciding what people hear, watch, and believe. Radio stations and televisions are tuned only to government channels, while owning foreign media or accessing the internet is illegal. These strict measures ensure that North Koreans know only the story the regime wants them to hear. But the control doesn't stop there. Every neighborhood, every workplace, every school has informants. Ordinary citizens forced to spy on their neighbors, co-workers, and even their own families. Speaking out against the regime, even in private, can result in imprisonment or worse. The fear of betrayal is constant, and trust is a luxury few can afford. One of the darkest aspects of North Korea's oppressive system is its network of political prison camps, known as kwamliso. These are places where people disappear, sometimes for the smallest of perceived crimes, like criticizing the government or listening to a foreign radio broadcast. Among the most infamous of these camps is Camp 22, a sprawling complex where tens of thousands of prisoners live in horrifying conditions. Camp 22 is a place where prisoners are treated less like human beings and more like animals. Many are there because of guilt by association, meaning if one person in a family is accused of a crime, the whole family can be sent to the camp. Prisoners endure forced labor, starvation, and brutal beatings. Children born inside the camp may never leave, growing up knowing nothing but suffering and fear. Survivor testimonies speak of daily life inside the camps as nothing short of hell. Inmates are forced to work long hours in mines, fields, or factories, with barely enough food to survive. Medical care is non-existent, and anyone too sick to work is simply left to die. Families are torn apart, with no hope of ever being reunited. Yet, despite this unimaginable hardship, small acts of humanity persist. Whispers of resistance, smuggled food, or shared moments of comfort between prisoners. Public executions serve as a chilling reminder of the regime's power and control. In North Korea, these events are not just a means of punishment. They are spectacles designed to instill fear in the hearts of citizens. The regime uses these executions to demonstrate the consequences of dissent and to reinforce the idea that any challenge to authority will be met with brutal retaliation. Often, the government publicly announces these executions as a warning. Families, neighbors, and children are forced to witness the gruesome events, sending a clear message: defy the regime, and this could be your fate. Accounts from defectors describe scenes where those accused of crimes, ranging from theft to attempts at escape, are executed in front of large crowds. The atmosphere is filled with a mix of terror and helplessness as people watch their fellow citizens meet a gruesome end. The psychological impact of these public displays of power is profound. They serve not only to punish the accused, but to reinforce a culture of silence. People are left with the stark realization that speaking out, even in the privacy of their homes, could lead to their own execution. This fear permeates every aspect of life, creating a society where trust is scarce and loyalty is dictated by survival. Information is one of the most powerful tools a government can wield, and in North Korea, it is tightly controlled. The regime restricts access to outside news and ideas, ensuring that citizens live in a bubble of ignorance. This control extends to every corner of life. From what is taught in schools to what is broadcast on state television, the narrative is carefully curated to uphold the regime's ideology. Those who dare to seek out information from the outside world face severe consequences. Radios are modified to receive only government-sanctioned channels, and any attempt to listen to foreign broadcasts can lead to imprisonment or execution. The risks are immense, but for some, the desire for knowledge outweighs the fear of punishment. There are brave souls who smuggle in foreign media, risking everything to share stories of a world beyond North Korea's borders. Yet, this isolation has a profound effect on the citizens. Many North Koreans grow up with a distorted understanding of reality, believing that their country is the best in the world, while the outside is filled with danger and hostility. As we delve deeper into the harrowing realities faced by North Koreans, it becomes clear that their struggle is not just one of survival, but a testament to the unbreakable human spirit. Through every hardship, they hold on to the flicker of hope that one day, they may live in a world where they can speak freely, dream boldly, and share their stories with the rest of humanity.